Good morning, everyone. Whew, how are we all doing here on this Friday morning? Not just any Friday morning, guys. Happy Halloween for everyone who celebrates. Not everyone celebrates Halloween, but um, I don't. Last Halloween I didn't really celebrate it. This weekend I'm going to a Halloween party, so I will be technically celebrating it. I will need to get some sweets at the door just in case. To be fair, we don't normally get people trick-or-treaters at our door where we are. It's mainly the houses that actually have decorations up is the ones they normally knock on. But we don't really. Yeah, it's not you just don't really dress it up here. But yeah, it's a shame really that we don't celebrate it more. And the thing is that for people who aren't fans of Halloween and whatnot, it's an opportunity for people to dress up, have fun, sweets and all that kind of stuff. Just having a good time, really, is what it is. That's really what it's all about. So I'm very much looking forward to the Halloween party this weekend. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to. As well as the wrestling I've got on Sunday, so I've got a definitely. So last 2 weekends I've been kind of taking it back relaxed and a bit easy. This weekend got some fun activities to do, guys. So I'm very much looking forward to the Halloween weekend as well there. For the normal things, we're going to be doing today's daily quota, looking at the weather, and going to be looking at various different news. I'm going to switch it up a little bit the way we will do it as well, but I'll come to that in just a moment. Good morning, Stephen Banker. Good to see you there in the chat. Hope you're doing well. And Alison here, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. Please tickle that like button and raise the spirits. Yeah, if you can hit the like button, as Alistair appreciates, it'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, please do it for all the ghosts, all the pumpkins out there, if you can for me, please, guys. It'd be much appreciated. Yeah, there's not there. Yeah, it seems to be only you two at the moment there, dominating the chat. But I appreciate the emojis, guys. I really do love it. Russell Cannon, happy Halloween to you too. Good morning to you. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, guys. So we go for about an hour long. There's plenty of other live streams to take place over the course of the Friday here, guys. Just for a quick reminder, I'll run down some of the live streams. There's a lot of live streams. There's Phil Morehouse will be going live at 12 o'clock, I believe, for his live stream. The Agenda with Graham Hughes and Phil Morehouse at 1 o'clock. Friday Frolics at 5 o'clock with Daily Blase. I think it's A. Thompson goes live at 7 or 7:30 on his YouTube channel. Mac Robespierre hopefully will go live. He didn't go live on Tuesday. Hopefully he'll go live tonight on his channel as well. And they're doing like a... Politics Social are doing like a bit of a fun after party show from 9:30 tonight as well. So there's definitely a lot of live streams on today, guys. So let's get started here. Here is today's daily quota. I wanted to have a honey and lemon tea, but the honey that I had has apparently gone hard in the jar. So I've got my lemon sitting in a cup, and I'm like, as soon as this live stream's over, I've got to go down to the shops and get some honey so I can have some honey and lemon to help quench my throat, because I do plan on recording a premiere video today for tomorrow, like I did last week, just to get out for you guys, just for an extra something on the weekend for Saturday evening for you guys. But here is today's quote here for the 31st. Remember, not everyone celebrates Halloween, so it seems like it's just a normal one there. I did have a look. I have shared I shared a couple of Halloween quotes on my Instagram page via IG stories, Instagram stories, if anyone's interested in them as well. So I did put a couple of them up there as well, but I don't have any here right in front of me, guys. But here is today's quota from Wilfred Peterson here. So walk with the dreamers, the believers, the courageous, the cheerful, the planners, the doers, the successful people, with their heads in their cloud and their feet on the ground. Let the spirit ignite a fire within you to leave this world better when you found it. I'll read it one more time. Walk with the dreamers, the believers, the courageous, the cheerful, the planners, the doers, the successful people with their heads in the cloud and their feet on the ground. Let the spirits ignite a fire within you to leave this world better than when you found it. That's a very, very nice one there. Very, very nice one there. And tomorrow's one for the 1st of November is it's a quote from Michelle Obama. It's a quote from Michelle Obama, but you guys aren't going to see it because there's no live stream tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, guys. You'll have to look at it online. So no live stream tomorrow, guys. Sorry about that. Honey jar in water to reconstruct the honey. I've already thrown it out, Alistair. I've already thrown it out, unfortunately. Never mind. It's fine. Don't worry. I need to go to the shops anyway, so it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I didn't know that until I already chucked it out. So sorry. Yeah, I'm not very bright. I'm not very bright on all sorts of things, as you can kind of tell here. Right, guys. Let's have a look at the weather and see what's happening with the weather today, guys. So here is today's weather here at 6 o'clock today on a Friday here. Let's have a look at Europe, see what it's looking here. Temperature rise. Very chilly in many parts. Madrid 16, Lisbon 19 there, Rome 19. Nice is 18, Zagreb 15, Budapest 13, Vienna 10, Bern 10, Prague 8, Berlin 9, Paris 15. Warsaw there 7, a chilly 7 there. Oslo, Norway, a chilly 1 degrees. Iceland, Reykjavik there, a 5 degrees there. As for Paris 15 there, just scroll a bit more in. Brussels 14. As for the UK as a whole here, temperatures, like I said from the night before, temperatures are not too bad. You can see temperatures as high as 15 degrees. 15, 13, 12, 11 and 11. Belfast, Dublin respectfully there. Some showers here and there, but nothing too bad. So temperatures, maybe a bit. There'll be some higher winds from the looks of it up in Scotland, but most of it, pretty okay. It's a pretty okay day is what I will say, guys. So, but moving into the evening, it looks like there aren't going to be too many showers, which is very good for trick-or-treaters over the next, for basically from 3 o'clock on. Okay, maybe 3 o'clock, and there might be still some showers here and there that may put some trick-or-treaters off. But some parts of it may be dry enough you'll be able to get away with it if you are taking your kids out for trick-or-treats tonight. That won't be the end of the world there. Scott Hayes, good morning to you. No worries, it's fine. No need to. Everyone else in the chat running late due to deliveries. Hey, you got priorities. It's all right, Scott. You got to deal with your priorities. All good. Overnight into the next day, into Saturday. There are some showers going to be dropping, and temperatures aren't dropping that much as well overnight. You can see their temperatures are going to be quite okay-ish. 9 degrees, 12, 14, 11. Again, this is overnight into Saturday here. But there are still some of these high winds and rain is still going to be coming over here. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is the remnants of Hurricane Melissa that has blown over from the Atlantic. I could be wrong on that. But it's just remnants of the. I could be wrong on that, to be fair, but just low winds, a bit more rain there, nothing too serious. Again, temperatures are going to be pretty all right for Saturday here. Again, look, 14 degrees. Okay, 9 degrees in some parts. Manchester, 12. It's not too bad. Again, moving it into the evening, though, from the looks of it there, the Saturday night is going to be very chilly here. Warning for Saturday night, guys. Let me just scroll back out into Saturday night here. You can see, temperatures. London 10, Cardiff 8, Manchester 7, Dublin 8, Belfast 7, Edinburgh 6. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be a chilly night Saturday night, so please be aware of that. There are some showers, some scattered showers here and there, but overnight on Sunday, Sunday midnight to Sunday morning, there will be a few showers down in the south, Midland, in the capital London, parts of Midland and the south of England. Some snow is expected to fall in the very north of Scotland as well, to be aware of that. But you can see the temperatures there, very, very cold for Sunday morning. Please wrap up warm for that. Even moving into the day on Sunday, it's still going to be quite low temperatures there. Maximum temperatures 11. London, Cardiff, respectfully there. Edinburgh 9. Belfast 9. Manchester 9. Dublin 10. Moving into the next day, and as we move from that into Monday for the next week, as we begin the month of November, there is still some scattered showers obviously going to be coming in here. Temperatures will looks like it's going to increase into Monday. Yeah, so temperatures are going to rise back up on Monday, which is not too bad there. So yeah, temperatures are going to expect a rise much back up, but there is still going to be some showers here and there. So the temperatures are not going to be too bad for Monday, which is pretty good there. But yeah, you can see some strong winds are going to be coming Monday, pretty much on Monday, guys. So just be aware of that there. Looks like Scotland is going to experience quite a vast amount of showers pretty much all day Monday. So yeah, forecasting of rain pretty much all day there. So unfortunately, Scotland's going to bear the brunt of that. Parts of England will bear some of it, but Northern Ireland's going to experience it as well. But yeah, so the forecast for Monday is temperatures will rise. But if you're up in Scotland, you're going to be getting a lot of rain and high winds there from the looks of it there. So just be aware for overnight Sunday into Monday. That is what you're going to be expecting there, guys. And we will come back to the weather on Monday as usual. So we're going to cover a couple of UK news, and then we're going to cover a couple of US news, and then we're a couple of world news, and we'll see how it goes from there, guys. Christina, good morning to you. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for popping in and saying hello, and anybody else who's saying hello and whoever's lurking as well. Billy Kershaw, good to see you there. Hope you are doing well as well. Thank you, Alison Keir, for another £2 super chat. All hail the DPR and badges too. And thank you to those who did come to the live stream last night. It was a very quiet live stream, although the topics can be uncomfortable. They were not easy to talk about and watch about, especially when we're talking about Goma, Sudan. Talking about the M23. Talking about Sudan, Mexican cartel, a bit on Gaza, but and Myanmar. Yeah, it was, some of it was quite a lot to take in, shall we say. So yeah, it's understandable that it's not one that I don't think I'm going to be doing anytime soon, guys. That conflict series, yeah, was hard for people to watch. So I do appreciate those who went out of their way to watch it with me as well. Right, so let's have a look at the first stories here. Government warmly welcomes move to make Andrew an ordinary member of the public. UK politics live. Look, this is a privileged, entitled man that does not deserve the titles he has. He should be questioned about what his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. He shouldn't be allowed to roam freely, because I consider him a threat to the public. Because of his connections to Jeffrey Epstein. And just like Dave McGinnis, good morning to you, hope you are doing well. Just like Dave McGinnis pointed out, the relationship between King Charles that we have now and his relationship with, oh God, what's that vermin's name? God, my brain is fried today. Someone will have to mention his name. That he was a very friendly with, best friends with as well. Who is also a terrible convicted paedophile that died and people never got justice for it as well. Someone will have to put his name in because I've lost it. I'm not gonna spend all day talking about Andrew. Listen, all I'm gonna say this: like, there's okay, great. He took his titles away. Still doesn't change the fact that allegedly this guy did what he did. And there are still questions about the royals that we don't have answers to as well. And that's it, really. I don't know what more I need to add that I haven't already heard. I don't know what people want me to say apart from, this is a terrible, nasty, selfish individual that doesn't deserve what he has right now. I think it is. Thank you, Jimmy Savile. Thank you, Dave McGinnis. Thank you, Jimmy Savile. That's it. Yeah, that guy. So let's move on, because I don't want to talk about the royals personally, because you're going to be hearing that non-stop anyway from lots of people. Zara Sultana sets sights on replacing Labour and gaining power. This is so funny. I have to laugh about this, guys, and the reason why I have to laugh about this headline, literally, I have to laugh about this because I think it was a day or 2 days ago, there's been another scandal within their your party. Some people built an organization that working affiliates with your party have left the company body that's working in tandem with this whole process, right? A group of them have walked out. Former MPs or former mayors have walked out because of the handling of the cash payments from the first transaction that Zara Sultana, the payment system that she set up that wasn't initially agreed from by Jeremy Corbyn. That money still has not been sorted. And yet, so that happened literally a couple of days ago. And then you got her bashing the Greens, and now you've got her on BBC. She was on BBC with Political Thinking with Nick Robertson, and she's literally out. She's literally out here saying we're going for government, and it's like even Zach Polanski's keeping his feet on the ground, and you're not. Like, Zach Polanski's keeping his expectations low, and already you're talking about setting your sights on government power when when you haven't even formed your party yet. Okay, you don't have the same membership counts as the Greens or the Conservatives or Labour or Reform or the Lib Dems. Like, you have party members, but you don't have the numbers in the same as the other political parties. And here you are talking about gaining power. I mean, like, it's just keep your expectations low. Now, granted, she did say this was a project over 10, 20, 30 years. I will say that. But there's a poll I'm going to be putting out over the next couple of days asking whether or not she is the reason that their whole party has been a complete cluster. Or is it been her, or has it been her and Jeremy Corbyn? Has it been her, Jeremy Corbyn, and the MPs, or has it been a combination of all? Because, like, I just think right now, like, I cannot take her and this party in any way of sorts seriously. I just can't. It's just one problem after another with them. It's an absolute joke. See Donkey Day's video from 2 years ago. Long John interview with Prince Charles recommended. Go big or go home, lol. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I know, David. Like, just keep your expectations. Like, don't keep your expectations. It's like it's the same crap that Joe Swinson. You remember Joe Swinson when she was Lib Dem leader, and she was like saying, "Well, I'm going to be Prime Minister. The Lib Dems are going to be the next party in power at the 2019 elections." And I was like, "You what?" And not only did that not happen, she lost her bloody seat. Like, keep your expectations low. Like, really. Dear, oh dear. Woman stopped boarding flight from the UK to Italy because of ill child had benefits stopped. Is this I think we covered a similar story like this. A similar story yesterday. Something similar to this. But nothing like that. This is definitely a new one. Family denied entry at a gate after one of their children had academic seizures, but HMRC said she took a one-way flight. I think this is the same story, similar. A woman has had her child benefits stopped after booking a holiday to Italy because HMRC inferred she had emigrated, even though she and her family did not board the flight. Sally and her 3 children and her partner were going on holiday to Italy last July, but refused boarding after one of the children had an academic seizure at the departure gate. 16 months later, Sally received a letter from tax authorities HMRC telling her payments for all 3 children were being stopped at records showing that she had taken a one-way flight to the UK to Italy in 2024. We have never left the country, so explain how much paperwork she has had to put together to prove to the tax authorities that she had that they had made a mistake. Oh my God, that's absolutely terrible for your child to have a seizure literally just before you're boarding as well and being at the airport. That's terrible. Right, it's bad enough when your children have it, but it's right before a holiday as well. That's really heartbreaking. That's really, really heartbreaking. I feel so sorry for her and her family. Looking forward to going on holiday, and they couldn't do it because their child had an academic seizure, and they said no, you can't travel. And then you've got this on top of it. It's just such a shame. I'm receiving the letter. I called the child benefit line and explained the situation, but I was told I needed to complete the form to submit evidence, which included 3 months of bank statements from all my accounts, letters from the NHS and school to prove we returned when we didn't even leave. Instead, we sent a letter from the airline stating that we did not fly, together with letters detailing the insurance claim. I called this again on Monday and was told I should hear of the outcome by December. Like thousands of others who haven't received the letters in the past 4 weeks, Sally said she could not believe that the law-abiding, tax-paying citizen she had been forced to prove a negative, that she was not a fraudster simply because the Home Office did not have the full records. It's very frustrating. Surely the cost of sorting out this mess is going far exceeding the amount of benefits that they suspended, she said. This is absolute joke, right? This is the fault of the HMRC not getting their information properly here, and Sally here having to go out of her way to prove that she's not screwing people. She's not like a benefits fraud or a scrounger here. This is an absolute joke. Good morning, Aki's Mad. Person impersonate Ellie and Scott, if I haven't said already there. In the past few weeks, 23,500 people have received letters from HMRC, part of a crackdown on child benefit fraud launched by the then Cabinet Office Minister Georgia Goyd in August. This is what's going to happen. So many people are going to be mistakenly had their benefit payments taken away from them. Mistakenly. And it's all because HMRC have not got their paperwork in order here. HMRC apologised twice this week for the error, say they would cross-check benefit payments with PAE records and not suspend child benefit until they're fresh. Yeah, we know about that from yesterday. UK launches search for town of culture among places written out the national story. Charity Stars calls on UK government to set child poverty reduction targets. Letting agency takes blame on Rachel Reeves' licence route. That's the end of the story. The letting agency is taking the brunt for it. Yeah, I didn't think she was going to get the sack. I didn't think she was. Even if she was going to be put on a... Like, it's just like... The timing of this is just... I said yesterday, the timing of this just didn't feel right. And, yeah, it's a mistake by the letting agency, not by her directly. But I know some people will say it differently. Look, I know, you can't really pin this on Rachel Reeves in particular, because it was her letting agency that didn't do their job properly. You pay a body to do something and on your behalf, and they didn't do it, and yet and everyone's saying she's the one who should be sacked because her letting agency didn't do their job properly. No, come on. Let's be realistic here, guys. I know people want to see Rachel Reeves get the axe, but we also have to be realistic about the story as well. Let's have a quick look at UK news here. My God, this computer has gotten so slow in the last couple of days, and I don't know why. Tinned tuna marker prints afloats at nearly 1.2 billion in boost for London. Okay, I don't know why that's such a big story, but okay. UK house price growth slows as buyers sit on sidelines before budget. Drone blocking technology urgently required at jails in England and Wales. Yep, why have we not done that? That just seems obvious to me. 2 million energy customers are due £240 million from old accounts, said Ofgem. I may do some of these stories as a premiere video for tomorrow as well, guys, just as a reference. Just in case why I'm not covering some of them. Let's have a look and see what the BBC are saying for us today. I'm not going to bother with Sky News because they don't give enough news, if I'm honest, on their page. Says new party aiming to run government. We know about that. UK pledges £4 million to clear landmines to help the flow of aid into Gaza. Well, that's that's all well and good, but you can't. Aid's not going to get in unless Israel opens the Rafah crossing. There's not enough trucks getting in to help the people. We know that because they still haven't opened the Rafah crossing. We know that there's been Turkish authorities are also ready to assist, but Israel won't let them in as well. Not doing nowhere near enough on this. The problem is Israel here, and I hope the mines get cleared, but again, as of right now, they're still being bombed. Literally, we're gonna go to Al Jazeera, and you're gonna see another bombing raid, and it's just like. Gaza says Israel's still in ceasefire despite bombing of Palestinians, and it's like you taking the mick here. It's just not. It's not a ceasefire anymore. It really isn't a ceasefire anymore. Farage is sad as constituency village is Nathan the most deprived. Parts of Jurek very depressed, says Farage. Nigel Farage said he is sad to see a village in his constituency named the most deprived neighbourhood in England for the fourth consecutive time. Described it as very depressed. 7 areas in Blackpool were one of the 10 most deprived neighbourhoods, alongside one in Hastings, East Sussex, and one in Rotherham, South Yorkshire. So what are we doing to fix this then? What deprived areas? So I'm sure Nigel Farage is deeply concerned about this. What are you going to do, Nigel, to turn that around? I'm sure you're going to think of something, right? Oh, right, you're not. What else is there? Pornhub says UK visitors down 77% since age checks came in. Oh, the humanity! The humanity! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Cry me a river. Seriously. Dear, oh dear, guys. What a terrible thing to happen to them. Oh dear. Long A&E waits cause heartbreaking suffering at charity, says there. UK charter flights to get Britons out of America there as well, out of recovery from Hurricane Melissa there. Alleged McCann stalker tells the court, I'm exhausted. Nearly 40,000 prisoners released under early government scheme. England's most deprived areas named. Yep, we already saw that already. And Prince Andrew, again, like, I'm not going to talk about it because we've talked about it to death, and you're going to hear about it to death already anyway. Can Labour solve the housing crisis? It depends what houses they're building, and based on what I've read and what I've seen, I don't think they're going to do it. Just 2% of councils thinks funding for struggling households is enough. That tells you everything you need to know there. The councils don't even believe in it. The councils don't believe in Labour's ambitions on the homes. MOD still unclear on cost of RF nuclear jet planes, MPs say. Reeves fights on as a state agent takes blame for the rent rules breach. Yep, we know about that. Nigel Farage is a sad man. Well, he's sad all the time, to be fair, because he always talks down about the UK and about everyone in it. No plans to ban VPNs, but nothing off the table to boost the online safety. Yeah, I would not do that. I would not ban VPNs. I would not recommend doing that. If people want to use VPNs, let them do it. Don't do that. You're really, because all you're going to do is just going to make people go somewhere else. People are going to look at other ways to do it. UK to launch emergency flights. Yep. 7 important changes. Rental reforms will bring new tenants there. Let's have a look at the front of UK. Why aren't our teens working around the age restrictions? Poor show, teenagers. There are still websites that, like, as far as I'm aware, like, there's reports there are still other websites that people can get around it as well. That not every single, like, you have to, like, there's hundreds of adult websites. Hundreds of them. It's not like it's not like the government is checking every single one of them. They're only checking the big ones. There's hundreds of them out there on the internet, right? You honestly think, yeah, that just because Pornhub have followed it and lost traffic, do you think they're not going to go somewhere else? Then there's no way the UK government can keep on top of every single adult website. It's just not possible. Like, they're going to find ways. They're going to find ways to get to it, like, without having to verify their ID. It's just nonsense. I sense Farage is starting to lose political relevance. The tide is turning on him. I think it's too early to say that. I think the polls are still in his favour. Like, we're not seeing a decrease in the polling yet. I'd like to think so, but yeah. Got any links? Says Ellie. If you want links, just Google it and you can go from there. Or why don't you ask an AI bot? It'll give you some links. Yeah, ask Grok or ChatGPT, and it'll ask them to bypass them, and it'll give you some lists if you really want to. Manchester synagogue terror attack killed by armed police. Urgent warning issued over exploding zombie batteries in vapes. UK house prices grow slows as buyers wait and see before the budget. 2 million households to receive £240 million from old energy accounts, says Ofcom. Question time audience. Yeah, they literally announced it during question time as well, like the story. Most deprived. Yeah, because BBC have to talk. The BBC have to stop everything. Yeah, to talk about Prince Andrew. Like everything else is irrelevant when it's the royals. It's like everything must stop. We must give a full unredacted intention. Trump orders blatant racist overhaul refugee system, groups say. Trump demands GOP uses nuclear option to end the filibuster and government shutdown. I've got that in a short video. So I don't want to touch on that if I can help it. Quiet dog breeds that rarely bark. Free-wheeled car. Yeah, the free-wheeled car, which we saw yesterday there as well. So those are some of the stories there. Let's go to America here. Let's see what they've been saying here. Let's go for a couple of them here. Trump says Senate should scrap the filibuster to end the government shutdown. This is basically Donald Trump is saying, feck the Dems. Let's just do it. Let's just push them out the way and do whatever we want. And I'm like, dude, like just compromise with the Democrats. Just compromise so that they can get the government open so people can stop suffering in America. But no, they don't want to do it. Judge questions the Trump administration's plans to suspend SNAP benefits for millions. Yeah, rightfully so. Looming SNAP cuts change what's on offer for Halloween trick-or-treaters. Yeah, this is the horror. For as much as people are looking forward to Halloween weekend, there's a lot of people who are literally going to lose everything come the end of this month because of the SNAP cut changes. There's no trick-or-treating here for these people for people on these. Mother of a 4-year-old was just hoping to make a small difference in their working class neighborhood as food funding aids for tens of millions of vulnerable people is expected to end today due to the government shutdown. Within 2 days, nearly 3,000 people have reached. I feel part of something in a post blew up. Costco, but I can't do what I can. She's one of many people across the US preparing to give out food, shelf food, stable foods, or trick-or-treaters this year to help fill the void left by looming cuts. Yeah. This is once again the oh bloody advert. This is once again the government stepping aside saying, charities, volunteers, step in and take the spot because we can't be asked to pay for ordinary people. Oh, no, we're not a government that's supposed to be for the people. We're supposed to be for the rich and the wealthy. This is the kind of stuff that really pisses me off more than anything. Like, I always appreciate and admire volunteers and charity workers for what they do, no matter what. But the job of the government is supposed to be to look after its people. And this is a prime example, again, of a government and administration basically saying, F its people, let charities and volunteers deal with it themselves. And this is their way of doing it. This is what America is going to be doing. Absolutely disgusting. Hola, Martin. Good to see you there. Hope you are doing well. Trump comments on nuclear upended decades of US policy. Here's what to read about it. Oh, yeah. So, what's the next thing that Trump can say that's crazy? Yeah, let's test some nuclear missiles. He's obviously been watching a lot of North Korea and seeing the test missile in Xi Jinping that Kim Jong-un has been doing. He's been like, yeah, I want to do that here as well. Let's do some nuclear testing. Let's do some here. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, because it's not like the environment's going to get damaged. It's not like he cares about the environment. Like it's just. I know it's insane, guys. Pete Hegseth ordered the military to detail dozens of attorneys to the Justice Department. Lawyers for Comey seek a grand jury transcript, bring a fresh challenge to a case published by Trump. National Guard in each state is ordered to create quick reaction forces trained in civil unrest. Yeah, this is them guiding that he wants the Insurrection Act. He wants a reason to issue the Insurrection Act, guys. He wants a reason to do it. He just needs to push people hard enough to do it. California Museum collection looted over 1,000 items stolen in the early morning heist. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, I haven't seen an update since the I haven't seen the last update I saw on the heist in Louel in France. Yeah, the French heist. The last update I saw was they arrested people, but those suspects are not the actual ones responsible for the heist, but they have connections to those people responsible to the heist. Is last I heard. But they have over 100 investigators on that case. Is the last I heard. If I find a news piece, we'll have a look at it, guys. A third teenager is indicted for the killing of the congressional intern in Washington. Yeah, I saw that story. Cruise passenger 80 found dead after being abandoned in the Great Barrier Reef Island. This is insane. So, an 80-year-old cruise passenger has been found dead on the Great Barrier Reef Island a day after she was accidentally abandoned there by the ship's crew. The passenger's daughter, Catherine Reed, on Tuesday accused the crew company, Coral Expectations, of a failure of care and common sense that left her mother, Suzanne Reed, to die alone. Suzanne Reed, a Sydney resident, was on the second day of cruise culminating in Australia when she disembarked on the Coral Venture last Saturday at Lizard Island. She planned to hike with other passengers to a mountain lookout. The ship left the resort island around 5 hours before reporting her missing late on Saturday, officials said. We're shocked and saddened to learn after the island orchestra site. For those who have been told, it seems like there is a failure of care and common sense. We understand from the police that it was a very hot day and Mum felt ill on the hill climb. She was asked to head down unescorted, and then the ship left, apparently without doing a passenger count. At some stage in that sequence, or shortly after Mum died alone, the daughter added, "How?" She should. Okay, first and foremost, she should not have been. She should not have been allowed to head down unescorted. That's the first thing. Secondly, why on earth did you not do a passenger head count? How on earth do you not make a? How on earth do you not make that on something as serious as this? This is a massive failure on the ship, on the cruise ship here, on the crew here, and the people here. Spotted Susanna Reed, the body next to her 50 minutes after Harker child, the Australian newspaper reported. She appeared to have fallen from a cliff or slope, the newspaper said. Police saying the coroner investigating non-suspicious death. If she was with someone, she probably would have survived. And she would have survived. This is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. If they just... She should not have been left on her own. Like there are some very fit people at 80, okay? Don't get me wrong. There are some very good people who do a very good job at looking after their body, even at that age. You know, I commend those people who do so. However, like, don't leave someone in their 80s alone, especially climbing a hill or whatnot. Like, come on. It's not so much yet that they didn't count the crew numbers as well. It's the people who were climbing the hill with her, let her go back alone. I think that was where that was just as much a mistake as it was not counting the passengers there. I know some people are stubborn at old age where they don't want to be feeling like their independence is taken from them. But sometimes you just need to tell elderly people, hey, you can't be left on your own. No, I'm coming with you. You know, you just need to say that to some people at a certain age, because not everyone is, people just need to be told sometimes, you know. Oh, there we go. The Jewel Heights Highlight Museum struggles to secure art without becoming forensics. Yeah, this is the heist I was just mentioning earlier. Day after the Jewel's Pirates got of wealth, assessing and planning how the boats are in security. We went to review the incident. We don't think. I just want to know the latest. Did not avoid any security. Criticized. Yeah. Well, I already said that the way they got in was so embarrassing, because they literally, I don't know if they got the picture there. They don't have the picture there, but they literally, like, the window was so bloody obvious. Like, it was just like you were asking for the theft, and the worst part is it was like months in advance. I'm just seeing if there's if they've got an actual update on the case itself here. It doesn't look like. They're just talking about, like, the security of it from this piece here, guys. Bet on the shadows. Launch at night. Ukraine's long-range drones are rattling Russia. They are rattling Russia. I'm seeing constant reports from the Kiev Independent. They're hurting Russia. They are hurting Russia. Hospital official in Gaza said Israel has handed over the bodies of 30 Palestinians. Pet monkey on the loose at Texas Spirit Halloween store. Shall we watch this? Is this worth watching? Okay, let's. It's probably going to hit me with an ad. Yep, hit me with an ad. While just wait for the ad to pass, I'm just going to have a quick look in the chat. The age is irrelevant, says Scott. Yeah. Come on, get over with the ad. Come on. Good morning, Matty Von Erich. Hope you are doing well there. Hold on, let me get the sound on. Hopefully, there's no music.
Go on the call. There's a monkey running around. There he is, right there.
Okay.
Yep. That's awesome. I can't say I've ever. Will animal control come out for a monkey on the ceiling? All better?
Is that your monkey? You got a leash for it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it on.
Somebody had pushed that little thing to see how he would react, and then he like spazzed out and like ran.
Okay.
He ran up the pole as soon as we.
Well,
I was like,
keep a leash.
Beach. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's a bit brutal, recently. I put the blame firmly on the shoots that broke in. What do you mean? What do you mean, Stephen Baker? I'm talking about the what I'm saying is that their lack of security is the reason they were able to. Their lack of security on the high, Stephen Banker. They're the one that left the window vulnerable. It's their fault for not properly securing the crown jewels in the first place. It's their fault. They could have had, like, you can't have jewelry like that. I'm sorry, like, I'll give you a prime example. Like, it's impossible to raid the crown jewels here in London. You cannot get to it. It's literally inside a vault. They left their jewels in a second story window building in a vulnerable window. Like, they were asking for him to be stolen. That's piss poor security from their point of view. That's piss poor security from their point of view. They must take their responsibility. People's heads need to roll. Yeah, of course, the heisters need to be found and the jewels need to be apprehended. But the people who run this company, the people who are responsible in security and all that, all these people need to be fired because they should have seen this coming a mile away. They should have seen it coming a mile away. Like, we saw the pictures of the window, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, come on. It's no different, right, than you literally walking down a road and seeing a big flat screen TV so clearly in the screen. And it's like, oh, I could, it's just the audacity of the I'm sorry, that the company, but the companies and the people running that, like, I'm sorry, their heads need to roll on that. Their heads need to roll. Like, it's just embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. They're the ones who need to take ownership responsibility there on that. Right, let's see what else there is there. Thank you, Alston Kier, for the £2 super chat. Monkey see, monkey do. Yeah, the monkeys video was funny, yeah, to be fair. Halloween style frolics later. Maybe Daily Blase will have one. Vulnerability is not an invitation, just saying. Well, they invited it based. Well, if you've got high value jewelry and you're making it very clear where it is, that is their fault. I'm saying they invited them. I'm saying they invited that heist. I'm literally saying that. So yeah, I know people will disagree with me, but based on that window, they were asking for those jewelries to be stolen. But I know people will disagree with me on there. It's decision time for millions facing spiking ACA premiums. Yep. Trump calls Senate Republicans to scrap the filibuster. Yeah, as well. White House to pay troops averting missed paycheck for the second time. I don't think it's the White House paying them. I heard that a private businessman actually paid the U.S. military's wages, which is very scary indeed. I don't know if they're doing it here. Trump's administration said members of the military will get paid Friday despite the government shutdown. If the paychecks are delivered, it will be the second time that the... Oh, get lost. No, I'm not. Get lost. Has avoided that pay period for during shutdown, and now it's 30th day there. Trump administration plans to pay military members today using a mix of legislated defensive department funds, according to official within the White House Budget Management Department. It'll be the second time the White House has been able to avoid missing a pay period for troops during the government shutdown now in its 30-day service. Members are considered essential federal employees. Employees are required to work during funding lapse, but essential workers aren't typically paid during the shutdown. About $2.5 billion from the military housing fund, part of the President Donald Trump One Big Beautiful Bill enacted this year, will be taped for Friday's paychecks, according to the RMB official. In addition, $1.4 billion from the Pentagon's research and development accounts and $1.4 billion from the procurement account will be used, the official said. This will bring a total to about $5.3 billion, which is still less than $6.5 billion. Well, you know, I'm happy for the military that they're still getting paid, but what about the most vulnerable people in society? They're not. They're not getting paid, are they? Ground delayed issue amidst shortages of air control, so shutdown continues. Yeah, people are gonna. This is where the anger is gonna be boiling. A lot of people who travel, getting to A to B around the country. This is gonna start. You know, lots of events, lots of travel, holiday, all these kind of things. This is where it's really gonna start biting here. For me, it's not just a case of people being vulnerable, but ordinary people, not rich, wealthy, because they can still get private jets and that. I think to a certain, well, even they may not be able to fly if there's not enough people running the aviation administration. If the controllers start dropping off, you're not going to be able to fly planes around the country. If that happens, the government are going to have to bend, because the economy will just. I mean, the economy is going to do bad, but it's going to drop off a cliff. Like the country will be in a standstill. Like there's no way the country can. I cannot see how the United States of America runs without planes flying from A to B in the country. I just can't see it. Like I personally cannot see it, and this is only going to get worse. I personally cannot see it. I just think it's just don't see it happening. Mandami. Just 5 days away from potentially him being the new mayor of New York City. I just hope he does it. I really, really do. I know it seems clear that the way is clear for him, but there's always that possibility that something can go wrong. And I just hope that the next couple of days he gets over the line. You know, I'm keeping my feet on the ground on it. You know, I just want it. I really want it for him, because I do believe that if he wins it, guys, it will be such a big occasion for everyone out there. You're gonna rain now. I've got to go out as soon as this live stream ends, and you're gonna decide to rain now. Typical. California Governor Gavin Newsom pans Trump's nuclear testing weakness, masculinity as strength. Yep. Tens of thousands of ultra-Orthodox Jews protest military draft in Jerusalem. Kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday evening on that one, to be fair. What else is there? Meet the press. Vietnam flood death rises to 13 with 11 others missing. Yeah. I touched on it in a short video, but yeah, it's still happening. The flood death numbers are still rising. Taiwan does not want China's one country, two system. President says. Kristi Noem rejects request to pause immigration actions in Chicago over Halloween weekend. No, they're still gonna. This I'm really scared for a lot of people in parts of Chicago and other parts of America, where they're going to be trying to celebrate Halloween, and ICE agents are going to come and try and round them up. That's really, I'm really not looking forward to seeing that, guys. Mum who sued character AI over son suicide says platform's new teens policy comes too late. Yeah, I do feel for her. Trump administration criticised after Democrats were left out of the boat strike briefing. I've covered this in a short video, but apparently some Republicans were not happy that the Democrats were not in the briefing either. Believe it or not. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Sean Diddy Combs transferred to a federal prison in New Jersey. 2 died after rooms flooded during heavy rain in New York City there as well. I heard some of the news there from NBC News there. Got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to not spend too much on the New York Times because I do want to cover a bit of world news before we wrap up at 12. So, Halloween, Tennessee cave, beckon with spooky spirits. Very cool, very cool. How OpenAI uses complex and circular deals to fuel its multi-billion-dollar rise. 30 classic horror movies to stream. Come on, guys, give me some of your favorite horror movies that you, if for those who are fans of horror films, give me some of your favorite horror films, guys. I'll give you one of the most terrifying films I've ever watched was Hellraiser for me. What are some of your favorite ones or most scary ones, shall we say? Come on, drop some horror films in the chat. Generally, guys. Nightmare on Elm Street definitely sounds like one to me as well. Video executions and mass casualties. Video show horror unfolding in Sudan. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Thank you. Please don't play that. I thought Graham Planner was finished as an opinion piece there. JP Morgan alerts US to Epstein transfer involving Wall Street figures. Prince Andrew to restrict his royal titles, which you know about. Jimmy Kimmel agrees with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, I know. Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually trying to stand up to her people. I know. Crazy, isn't it? The Wicker Man. Ooh, the original, not the remake. I have not seen the original Russell Cannon. Thank you for the £2 super chat. Hope you all have a spooky Halloween. And you too, Alison Keir. Thank you for the £2 super chat there. Final Destination. I actually have seen that one. That was pretty brutal as well. Rosemary Baby. I'm not familiar with that one. That one with the possessed Volkswagen driving around with a mind of its own. Oh, what's the one with the what's the film with the girl coming out the TV screen, guys? Is it The Ring? God, I think it's The Ring. That's a really scary one as well. US beef and Thousand Islands addressing Trump's food tour of Asia. Canada's other superpower problems. Vicious weapons and golden crown. Some of Trump's favorite things in Asia. Ukraine gambles the war. 40 points to destroy a tank. To kill a soldier. Oh, they use it like a video game Essex. Okay, interesting. Yeah, The Ring. Yeah, that was pretty nasty. What's the one way, guys, when he says I want to play a game? The doll. Oh no, Chucky. That's it. Chucky was definitely one as well. Steam Banker, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. You really gave me a fright there. Boo. Yes, The Ring. Yeah, The Ring. 28 Days. Yeah, 100 Pagan says, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Shaun of the Dead. Oh, yeah, that was the one. Predator series. I never found Predator to be scary. Not even the first Predator. Just more gory rather than scary. That was me personally. I found it more than anything, to be fair. For me. That's it. Saw. Oh, my God. That was pretty terrifying. There. Yeah, it's kind of a weird twist, that film, Saw, because in a way he's making people pay for their crimes, but at the same time he's literally murdering them as well and not taking ownership and responsibility for it. It's fascinating is what I will say. Okay, guys, Al Jazeera, no mercy, Sudan soldiers tell of escape from RSF slaughter in El Fashir there. Israel returns bodies of Palestinians in Gaza. Some show signs of torture. I'm just going to refresh. Excuse me. Got about 5 minutes left. So I'm just going to refresh it and see what it's saying here. Jurassic Park can technically be classed as a horror film. To be fair, the first time I saw Jurassic Park and I saw the T-Rex, I was very terrified when I was a youngster. So yeah, I can see that as a youngster. But now, if you show it to kids these days, they won't be as terrified because they know it's not real. But back then, when they first saw it, like when you were a child and you were seeing it, that was pretty scary. That T-Rex coming out of the bushes and whatnot. 1 month into a US government shutdown. How's it going so far? Shit is the answer for many, many Americans. Iran condemns Trump's call to resume US nuclear testing. Yeah, well, Iran's not allowed to have nuclear testing. Yeah, one rule for them and another for them, guys. Yeah. China Xi takes center stage at APAC, meets leaders as Trump snubs a forum. Death toll from Hurricane Melissa climbs to 49 with many still missing, guys. Many are still missing there. Gaza residents fear more Israeli attacks, unable to rebuild their lives. Yeah, because nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. How can there be a ceasefire when they're still firing upon them? Just doesn't work for me. Thousands march in Serbia to mark the deadly train collapse a year ago. Youths are marching from Belgrade to join a rally in the country's north as Serbia's political crisis deepens. Thousands of Serbian youths are marching across the country in a mass rally, marking the first anniversary of the train collapse that prompted the country's biggest anti-government protest movement in decades. The roof failure on November the 1st last year killed 16 people, including 4 children, and led to ongoing calls to remove the right-wing populist President Alexander Vučić. Protesters have blamed deep-seat government corruption and demanded snap elections, which Vučić has ignored. In the capital, Belgrade, yesterday, university students waved flags as they started the 90-kilometer march to Novi Sad, where they are expected to join tens of thousands of other protesters on Saturday. Others have been marching for weeks, including from southwestern town of Novi, piloting more than 300 kilometers from Novi Sad. The main reason we decided to walk is the fixed 16 victims. The fact that even after 1 year, no one has been held responsible for their deaths. No one. That's terrible. Evans Djokovic, another student, said even the most remote places had aided the students whatever they need along the road. There's always there to help us. Nothing been done. Nothing done by the Serbian government. That's outrageous. 1 year on. No one's been held responsible. 1 year on. Dear, oh dear. It's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Got about a minute left. The Hammer House of Horror TV series from the 1980s. I've not seen that, Russell Cannon. I don't think I'm going to go around my way to see that. They're here, says Stephen Banker. Tyrannosaurus Rex and Velociraptor are terrifying. The Velociraptors can be quite terrifying in that film as well, to be fair. Got about a minute left. We'll just have a quick nose at African news here. UN Security Council votes on autonomy plan for Western Sahara. The United States slashes refugee emissions and prioritizes white South Africans. That's blatant racism right there. Blatant racism. Unrest erupts in Tanzania as main opposition candidates barred from election. I've got a short video dropping on that. UN calls for immediate ceasefire in Sudan's Al-Fashir after mass killings. UN calls for support for Caribbean countries hit by Hurricane Melissa. Chlamydia searches globally as vaccine shortfalls and poverty fuels resurgence in it. Several African leaders attend the annual Paris Peace Forum in the French capital. Tanzania deploys the army as election protests spread. Yep, just to basically continue to hold on to power. It's deny people the rights of a future again. Frustrating, I know. Let me just have a quick look. I know we've got about a minute left here. Let's have a quick look at the Kiev Independent here. I'm just waiting for it to refresh. Spain reportedly hosts secret summit of coalition to winning on November the 4th. Putin pressure campaign on Trump exposes Kremlin limits. All the cards. Ukraine consult tariff readings on wartime fears. New missile that pushes Trump to leave a nuclear treaty fired by Russia at Ukraine, Reuters reports. Ukraine strikes major energy infrastructure in multiple regions, official media reported. That's a short video coming out. Russia renews military flights to Syria as it rebuilds relations with Damascus. Injuries, explosions reported as Russia launches guided bombs drones across Ukraine. Putin pressure campaign on Trump exposes criminal limits there. Shooting at draft office in Polina Oblast leaves 2 soldiers injured. And video showing Russian drone hitting Sumy gas station, injuring 4, including the journalist. I'm pretty sure that's another short video I've got coming out at some point as well. So those are some of the news feeds there from the Kiev Independent there as well. Most disturbing film ever, The Human Centipede. BC landed this on my generally for Opsisty and Banker. I have seen that film. It is the most. I just like. It's not so much horrific. It's just. The horrific is not the word. Horror is not the word I would use. Revolting, I think, is the word I would use more. Revolting, because of the concept behind it. I just think it's revolting. So revolting. I think the word revolting comes to mind when I think about that film. Wonder about the person who came up with that, Stephen. Yeah, it is deeply disturbing. It's a deeply disturbing that film, and the minds behind it. Yeah, and people are only going to get more sicker, unfortunately, with some of these ideas. Guys, continue the conversation. You have to continue the conversation elsewhere about horror films, guys. But I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who came along. Thank you to all those who gave super chats today. I really appreciate it. Once again, happy Halloween for those who celebrate, guys. Do have a wonderful weekend. Obviously, if you do taking part in the festivities, have a wonderful time. Dress up. And have fun with it, guys. Have fun with the Halloween, because that's what it's about. It's about, really, the main thing is about having fun. And I really do hope those who do celebrate do have fun. And if you've got kids, obviously take them out, and I hope they enjoy it as well. Whatever your plans are for the weekend, I hope they go well as well. But if you don't celebrate Halloween, I hope you have a wonderful weekend either way. Just be aware of some of the weather that's coming in over the next couple of days as well. There are going to be some cold days coming, guys, so just be aware of that as well. As for content, no live stream later on today, guys, for me. But I, depending on how my voice will do, I am planning to record a premiere video tomorrow for Saturday to drop for you guys. I don't think I won't be there in the chat box because I'll be at a Halloween party. But for those who, but if anybody is around on Saturday evening, I will put a post up to remind people that I'll be there if anybody wants to join the premiere chat for that as well, if I record it as well, guys. But I will be back live again on Monday at 11 a.m. And do check out Friday Frolics this 5 o'clock with Daily Blase. I'm sure he's been working on a lot of cool stuff for it, and it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. So do head over to him later on today as well, and do check out some of the other live streams taking place as well today if you get a chance to as well. But thank you guys again all for coming along. And before I go, if you can, on your way out, please hit that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Share this across social media if you can. Please consider subscribing as well if you can help me get to 2,500 subscribers. I would like to reach 2,500 by the end of this year. If you can help me do that, please do so by hitting that like button, sharing this across social media, boosting the algorithm. It really does help do that, guys. And do check out Rumble and Patreon for exclusive content on those platforms as well. And links for all my social medias are in the description as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.